annually for Tencent by 2020, representing roughly 35% of their total revenue and demonstrating the sustainability of their core business model. WeChat's contribution to revenue came not just from advertising, but from the entire ecosystem of services built around the platform, including financial services, cloud computing, and many programs that generated revenue through transaction fees and service charges. Tencent's investment portfolio became another significant value driver with strategic stakes in over 800 companies worldwide, including major positions in Tesla, Spotify, Snap, and dozens of Chinese unicorn startups. The company's ability to generate cash flow allowed them to return substantial value to shareholders through dividends while continuing to invest heavily in research and development. They spent over $4 billion annually on R&D by 2020, more than many entire technology companies' total revenue. The competitive moat that Tencent built around their empire demonstrates masterful strategic thinking about network effects, ecosystem integration, and user lock-in. Unlike companies that succeeded with single products, Tencent created an interconnected web of services where each product made the others more valuable. QQ users naturally migrated to WeChat. WeChat users were more likely to play Tencent games. Gamers used WeChat Pay for transactions, and the entire ecosystem generated data that improved AI capabilities across all products. This integration meant that competitors couldn't simply build a better messaging app or game. They had to compete against an entire ecosystem that served multiple user needs simultaneously. Tencent's social graph, the network of relationships between users, became nearly impossible for competitors to replicate because switching costs weren't just about learning new software, but about leaving behind entire social networks and digital lives. The company's approach to partnerships rather than pure competition also created defensive advantages. Instead of trying to dominate every market segment, they often invested in or partnered with potential competitors, creating aligned interests rather than zero-sum competition. Their deep integration with the Chinese regulatory environment and their track record of successful compliance created additional barriers for international competitors trying to enter Chinese markets. By 2020, this combination of network effects, ecosystem integration, and strategic partnerships had created a business that was not just large, but remarkably defensible. However, Tencent's empire faced significant challenges that tested the resilience of everything Ma Huateng had built, particularly around regulatory pressure and international expansion difficulties. Starting in 2018, Chinese regulators began scrutinizing the gaming industry more closely, implementing restrictions on game approvals and playing time limits for minors that directly impacted Tencent's core revenue source. The regulatory environment became more complex in 2021.